Good evening, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Good evening, everyone. Welcome on the speaker show tonight. I'm your host, your one and holy, Niniola Fatai. So, thank you for joining the speaker show with me tonight. Okay, so I am very, very excited about tonight. But first of all, I want to just pour my heart out to to the people in the United States that, they're going through one or two things right now, because there's so much deportation going on right now in the United States. And, I just want to pour my love out to each and everyone that's going through that moment right now. I just want you to know that you've got this. You're going to do well. So, and my prayer as a whole with you, I pray God would just do what is right. It would just bless each and every one of you. So love all the way from Canada, from the speaker show. So tonight, oh my goodness, how are we all doing? Because I am super excited. Because you guys know that when it comes to Fridays are always days high. I'm so happy because I'm really looking forward to want to be with each and every one of you, to sit with you, have a good time, have a good chat. So I'm excited to be here one more time. All right. So, for some of you who don't know the Speaker Show, so the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. So, the Speaker Show is a place where you come in, when once you join, you're attending our program, you're there with us, through other people's story. You can be inspired through other people's story. You can be lifted high because when you hear people's story, it gives you hope. It gives you belief that you are capable, that you can do whatever that you want to. Because if they can do it, then definitely you can do it as well too. There's no limitation to what you can achieve in your life. So that's what the speaker show is for. All right, so tonight and I'm so sorry, I'm gonna take the time to apologize on behalf of our guests that was supposed to be here with us tonight. So because of one thing or the other, so they're not able to be here with us, but trust me, they'll be joining us. I don't have a date yet, but they will be joining us. But the speaker show needs to get each and every one of us, so we're still gonna have a good time tonight. All right, so we're going to get into our topic tonight because tonight's topic, I kind of tied into what's going on in the States. Because it breaks my heart, with the new law Donald Trump is putting out there, with this deportation, people are depressed, people are sad because they don't know what next. Imagine someone who has been there for like 20 years, for 15 years, for 5 years, and they've planned their life around that. That's their day-to-day life. That's the life they're living. And now having to go back to where they're coming from. That's pretty sad. That's pretty heartbreaking. So, and that's why I really want us to sink in tonight, with what the topic of what I'm going to be sharing with us tonight, with what is going to be about. So, and I just want us to understand something that, in life, sometimes we have too much, we predict things and then we have expectations. And, when things don't work out the way we want it, we think whoever you pray to, we feel like, we are all alone, that God is no longer with us. That's the feeling when things are not working as much as you want it or the way you expected it. But I just want to tell you, and I want to tell the people in the United States as well too, that everything happened for a reason. There are many of you that, going back to where you came from, is going to be a big turnaround. It's going to be a new turning point. That's when things are going to work well. And there are some that, they're so how am I gonna put it? Like, some are committing suicide because they feel there is no hope anymore. Some are like, they don't know what to expect next. So, but I just want you to know that keep going. I don't want you to let this situation to take the best out of you. And anyone can relate to this. The best is yet to come. We can look at COVID, for example. When COVID hit, oh my goodness, everyone was panicked. And even despite that, there are many people that we lost, with the COVID situation. But what do? We get through it. We're still here. So I want you to understand that whatsoever is going on in your life, and it can even be here in Canada. People are struggling since after COVID. People are struggling. People haven't been able to get back on their feet. People are still feeling it. The heat is still there. But I want you to know that you've got this. Just keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on those dreams, those aspirations that you have. Don't give up. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going, my friend, because you are still going to experience the best of the best of the best time of your life. So now going to the topic that I said, prediction. And see, this just goes out to how much, we have expectations on people, even expectations in our relationship with people, expectations in the world itself, and I'll tell you something. See, there are so many times that, and I want you to really key into what tonight topic, into tonight's topic, because I realize that a lot of time, see, this is the problem of procrastination. There are a lot of people that wants to get things done, that you really want to do something for yourself, and you keep delaying and you keep delaying and you keep delaying. You don't even know when that moment is. And procrastination, imagine so many people that want to do something now in the States. They have planned that tomorrow, this is what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, this is what I have. And now those dreams cannot be the same anymore. Those dreams cannot be achieved right now. The things they want to do, they can't do it now. And this is telling us, this moment is telling us that we need to forget about procrastination. We need to do better. We need to stop expectations and get to work, get to actions. We need to get to a place of having a natural, like a mutual understanding on the right perspective, on the right mindset, right expectations, for ourselves, right predictions. Because even sometimes we have wrong predictions, even over others. We because we look at a certain behavior, we see a certain pattern, keep occurring all the time, and then we just assume that that's really who the person is, forgetting that there's room for change, there's room for progress, there's room for growth. And even as much as those people grow in life, as much as those people progress in their life, you still have the same mentality, the same mindset that you have towards them. You hold that down, and then you still tag them with the same person that you used to know them, or who you know them to be before. So we need to cut off some expectations that we have, because at the end of the day, everything falls on each and every one of us as an individual. And that's where we need to get things right. That's when we need to realize what is important and what is not important. Because I'll tell you this, that when it comes to expectation, these are belief and assumptions that we hold on to ourselves, towards our behavior, or even others' behavior, others' feelings, other respond to us. So, and I want to share with us tonight, some expectations that they are healthy, and then some that they are not. So, in order for us to be able to figure out exactly where we're going, and some of the expectations that I have for us tonight, that they are very, very healthy for us to actually even keep at, is let's say you have a relationship with someone, you know you have relationship, and then you think, see, there's so many things that I really want to share with us tonight, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. But I know it's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be all right. So now, mutual respect and a good communication, it's a very, very good way to start up with, especially when it comes to expectations in relationship, expectation in the things that we want, expectations in the things that that we linger for. So I want you to know that, in order for you to have a good good and healthy expectation to your life, even to other people, to relationship. It could be, it doesn't matter the kind of relationship. You need a mutual respect and communication. And I've always talked about this. When it comes to yourself, a lot of people don't even have self-respect for themselves, because when you respect yourself, then others will be able to respect you. But when you are not able to respect yourself, I think I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. When you're not able to when you don't respect yourself, there's no how people can do that for you. So mutual respect and communication, find a common ground that you can communicate with yourself, that you can communicate with others as well too. If there's anything that you want to do it, get it done. And another thing with it is honesty and trustworthiness. What do I mean by that? In whatever we do, either with people or even with ourselves, we need to understand that honesty is very, very important. You need to get to a place in your life that you tell yourself the truth. And you need to be in the place in your life that other people tell you the truth, not the ones that they will just cajole you, or they will just tell you sweet things. They will tell you the things that you want to hear. No. See, when we look at the things that is going on in the world, we realize that there's no time. There's no time to waste. There's no time. So these little things are the things that we need to get right so we can do better. We can be a better person. Effort from your relationship, from your friends, from your family. All these things, they matters a lot in order for you to maintain a good one. And then, when you have a good and healthy expectation, it helps you to build emotional support and care, because people will care for you. You're able to communicate when you need help and when you don't. So you just don't expect people to get things done for you. And part of the unhealthy expectation is expecting someone to always agree with you, that oh, whatever you say is right. When you see someone in your life, a little secret, when you see someone in your life that agree with everything that you say, that's a red flag. Because anyone in their right senses will have other opinion to share aside from what you've got. And that's when you're going to know that you have a good relationship. That's when you're going to know that, yes, you've got right people around you. And another thing is this: assuming, like, they will actually even fulfill your needs without a communication. You need to stop that. Assuming other people, you don't communicate what you need. If I don't tell myself that, okay, I need to grab this pen right now, and I'm just expecting one way or the other, somebody put the pen in my hand. How is it possible? How can somebody put a pen in my hand? They can't put a pen in my hand because they don't know, maybe that's what is on my mind or not. So you need to get to a place that you communicate, you talk, you say what you want. You say what you want, not under assumption that, oh, this person should know better. Oh, this person should understand better. Even when you're having a relationship with someone, you don't think that, oh, this person should know what is right. This person should know. We are all different. Everyone is different. So you need to be able to do what is right when it comes to communication. And wanting perfection and even controlling other people, how they think or how you want them to be, like, those things are things that actually even, that makes you have wrong expectations. And there's solution for those things. You can always get things right. See, this is not the end of the world, I'll tell you. So you can always and always and always get things right. So now, understand this, that especially when it comes to prediction, prediction about other people or other people's behavior, these are based on pattern, like I said before, experiences and intuition. Why you can be helpful. They are always, there is like, they're not always accurate about what they do. When they say they want to do this, they do something else. But I want to tell you that, the factors that actually even shape your prediction towards others. So now I'm putting everything together, okay? But we still gonna be able to, like, I'm sure, like, the time is pretty short for us, but just, if you need any question before, like, if you need any question, if there's something that I'm saying that it's unclear to you, like I've always said, you can always email us on the speaker show. We are more than happy to, to put you through. If there's something that you're going through, we're more than happy to guide you, to support you. So And then, like I said before, some of the factors that can actually even shape your prediction is probably past experience. If someone has a consistency action, or maybe they act a certain way, you may expect that the same thing is gonna happen in the future, just like I shared earlier on. So always give room for space, personality, and value. Knowing someone's character helps you to actually even predict likely how their reaction is going to be. you know it There's another thing, situations, situational influence, like stress, emotions, like, all those external pressures and all those things like that can actually even cause unexpected behavior from the person. So it is important that you just don't predict people based on what you see. You don't predict people based on a particular pattern. You try to understand. Take the time to know who they are. Don't judge them. I've seen people where, but like, and I've had friends that, like, they've talked about this so many times, that they can have someone right now, maybe like an old sister, or maybe like an old brother or an uncle or whatever, because they know them when they were young. So they kind of, and it's sad because it's a wrong mindset to carry on. And those are the things that I'm telling you, that about wrong prediction over others, and wrong expectation, wrong assumptions over others, because they hold on to that childhood behavior, thinking that that child is going to be like that forever. They predict the future, that, oh, this child is going to be like this. What told you that the child is going to be like that in the future? How do you know that's what the child is going to become? You're only talking from your own perspective. You're talking from your own mindset. You're talking from your own intuition. But that's not the reality of the person. So we need to know how, we can work around this in order for us to actually get in the common ground and have a better way of prediction, that can even be very, very helpful to us. And then another thing that I want to share with us tonight is the danger of overcoming, predicting itself. Because we do this every time, we do this regularly. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you can expect someone to act a certain way, like, maybe for example, say that, oh, they will never change, you may unconsciously treat them the same way, that reinforce you, or that force you that that's going to be the outcome. So misjudgment, people grow and they change. So assuming they will always have the same behavior can lead to a huge misunderstanding. So you need to give people room. And what I'm telling you today is very, very common. Is very common. I know it's common in every other countries, but in African country, I know it's very, 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 very common out there. And people are going through this. People are going through this stigma, and people don't talk about it. But the reality is that leave people alone, let them grow, let them become who they want to be, and stop, projecting your own view on others, especially when it's negative, especially when it's you that you're not even changing your own mindset. And then you're just predicting that, oh, because you remain the same person. Because I believe that what you sow is what you reap. If you can grow from who you had to from who you used to be to who you are right now, then you should expect the same thing for the other person. But because of your own lack of growth, then you automatically expect that, oh, that person too is not going to grow. That person is going to be the same. And that's a huge, huge danger for over predicting others. Unnecessary disappointment, while predicting other people and having expectation too much from someone can actually even set you into like some kind of frustration. If those assumptions, if they are not being met. So please, 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 we can all do better. We can be a better person, when we do little things that matters a lot, when we balance our life, when you observe, but allow room for others to change. Check your own personal assumption with open conversation. See, sometimes we are the problem, but we think that it's other people. Accept that, unpredictable situation is part of life, and it's part of the relationship that we hold as human. So I just want to tell you that, stop over predicting, stop over expectation, stop having too much expectations on others, even ourselves, because personal growth, relationship, and overall happiness are very, very important. Understanding this balance can actually even help you to stay motivated without you even falling into a trap of maybe self-doubt, or maybe unrealistic pressure, or maybe uncertainty. So I just want to encourage you, like, just strive for greatness, strive for something more, something better, do better, be kind to others, be patient, and be patient with yourself as well. you know Always having, like, the right acknowledgement that failure is part of life. So don't beat yourself up when things are not working. And this go back to the people in the state as I started with. So the fact that things are not working the way you want it now, it just falls in several ways to different people. Some, the problem is procrastination, like I shared before. There's so many things to derive from what is going on right now in the world, in the United States. But I just want to tell you that whichever way you fall in, whichever way the situation is, I just want you to encourage yourself. I want you to be strong in this time. I want you to be positive. Be positive, because that's the only thing that we can give right now. And it's heartbreaking, like I said before. But love all the way from Canada, to my loved ones, to my friends and family out there. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So please, 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 let's stop our expectations. Like I said before, expectations, because these things are just normal standard that we set for ourselves, regarding our behavior, success, personal growth. Like I said before, I don't want to repeat myself. And because all these things, they actually even shape our confidence, the decision making that we have, and overall our well-being. So please, I'm encouraging you tonight, on the speaker show, have less expectations for others. Have less expectations for others. You can do better. You can be better. So make other people's life better. Be an example in other people's life. Be an example in their life. Don't be the one that tear other people down. Don't be the one that say negative things to people. Let someone look back and say, wow, I'm happy this person was in my life. I'm happy this person came into my life. I'm happy I came across this person. Because why? They played a positive impact in my life. Let that be your goal. Let that be your desire. See, many people get carried away with the things of the world. People get carried away with things that is going on. So, and like I said before, you can do better. You can do better with you even starting. Start with yourself. Those expectations, start with yourself. Predictions, start with yourself. You can do better. I will always keep saying that you all can do better. You guys are the best. You guys are amazing. You guys have no idea what you're capable of, because with good expectation, it strengthens your belief. It strengthens confidence in you. And those are the things that you want. You want to walk in a room and people are like, oh wow, that person is so confident, without you even saying a word. You want to be the person that you want. Not just you wanting that person in your head, but that's really your reality that you're living as an individual. So I just want to say to each and every one of you, like I've always said before too, before I go, please, 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 on the speaker show, if there's anything that you find inspiring, please try to share with your loved ones. Try to share with your friends and family, because you can be a solution to someone's problem. So that's why I encourage each and every one of you. So please like, and share with them, because you don't know what people are going through. Like I said, like I wish you guys know how much love I've sent to my friends and family in the state, because hearing so many stories, it just breaks the heart. I'm telling you. And things are real, things are happening. The fact that things are working perfectly in your own life, things are working the way you wanted, it doesn't mean that you should actually even think that you should take things for granted. Don't do that. Appreciate every single second. Appreciate every single moment in your life. But yet, keep in mind, with less expectation, we can do better. as a human. With less expectation, we can have a genuine love for ourselves and for other people around us. Because when there is less expectations, there is no disappointment, there is no heartbreaking. There is love. So, and I just want to preach that to each and every one of us tonight. So, I have come to an end of tonight. So, like I said before, for some of you who joined us last, I am so sorry on behalf of our guests. They couldn't make it here today. Like I said to you guys, that this Friday was going to be amazing. It was going to be one of the top notch, but I'm sorry that they couldn't make it, but trust me, we're gonna work on a better time, and they'll be here. And I still tell you that we're gonna have a good time on the speaker show. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you for being here with me, for your consistency. Thank you so much. Like, without you guys, this won't be possible. I've always said this several times. So please also don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the speaker show. Click on the notification button so you can always get the notification as soon as a new episode is coming up, as soon as we go in live, that you can always be part of us, that you won't miss out. If something is not for you today, I guarantee you that something is going to be for you tomorrow. And you can always go back on our previous video as well too. There is always something in the market for each and every one. And here is my quote: there is always something on the speaker show for each and every one of us, because we are learning, we are striving to get to that place that we want to be. And I just want to say I love you all, and I wish you guys the best. So please, if you have any comments, anything that you really want to share that is personal, and I just want to say a big thank you to the people that have been reaching out to us on our email, the speaker show at gmail.com. I want to say thank you, and I hope that we've been very helpful, in one way or the other with you guys. So I just want to say, you guys are amazing. You guys are the best, and we love you so much, so much, so much. So thank you, and I will see you all next week on the speaker show. Thank you, and have a very, very wonderful night. Thank you, everyone, for your love online. Thank you. You guys are the best. All right, I'll see you guys next week. And next week, please, we have something amazing as well too. So please come and be prepared, okay? And I'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a good night.